Hello everyone and welcome back to Superboy Beyond, and this time we are returning to the Fleischer Animation Studios cartoons. I was going to say famous studios or something, but that's later, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. I don't think we've quite reached there yet. It's going to be hard to tell though. Like the difference in animation quality is just negligible, so it's very difficult to tell. I guess the only way we'll know is from the credits at the start, but
And from Superman's belt.
does his belt change for famous studios? I didn't realize
they removed the belt loops.
Okay, I guess it was to save money.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So yeah, we're on to Bulleteers, which is episode 4, was it, or episode 5? I forget.
Episode 5.
Episode 5. And if this is your first time watching one of our commentaries, it's not like a typical YouTube reaction video. This is the full length commentary. You'll need your own copy of the show to watch alongside us, but there will be a very heavily filtered version up there in the middle, purely so you know you're still in time with us. We'll count you in with a 3, 2, 1 play. As long as you hit play when we do, we'll be fine. I do want to say before we start, there's a reason why Chris's audio is slightly different today. His house is a little bit noisy today, and this basically cuts out the background sound. But not sure how much use it's going to be, because the kids in the house next door are making a hell of a lot of noise in their garden. So you'll probably hear just as much background noise from my side. So
Well, I don't
see how it goes.
I don't hear anything from the kids in the yard.
Oh, good.
So.
At least StreamYard is automatically filtering out background noise for me, at least. But anyway,
Me, not so much.
You not so much. Well, the headset is working. It's just it sounds a little bit different. But anyway, get ready. Get your DVD, or actually, it's just DVD. I don't think it's had a Blu Ray yet, is it?
This is the Blu. I'm using the Blu Ray.
Oh, it has had a Blu Ray. Okay,
Yeah.
I must have forgotten about that. Anyway, so yeah, get your copy ready. I'll count you in 3. Oh, let's wait for Chris to get his remote control ready. Okay, yep. 3, 2, 1, play.
And I know you're thinking it.
I
seeing
know.
A Paramount picture.
There's just something wrong about it, isn't there?
Yep. But this was before Warner Brothers owned DC.
I mean, it always feels weird to me seeing like the Lois and Clark promotional materials with like the ABC logo on it, because I always associate ABC with like Disney these days. Yep. I don't know if back then Disney still had a hand in it or not, but yeah.
I think right around when the show was canceled, that was 1 year into Disney owning ABC.
Right. Okay.
And I think that was probably one of the reasons why it got canceled.
Fairly sure it got cancelled because the show was, well, it just became appalling by the end. It was just getting worse and worse. Like, you know, if the show was still pumping out like all-time classic episodes, be a bit different. But Lois and Clark wasn't doing anything truly exceptional anymore. Not at that point. Always fun when Tempest would show up, though. I'm fairly sure he had an episode in the final season, but I don't remember which one it was.
I think it was like the beginning of the season, I think.
So here we go. It's funny as the camera pans down there and you see the spotlight and stuff. You can totally see where the inspiration for Batman the Animated Series comes from. Like, it's so close. Like, just the style of it. Fun idea, though, a bullet car that literally shoots through buildings. I mean, it's silly, but it's fun.
And this is one of the few times where we get quote unquote supervillains in the Fleischer stuff.
Which is weird, because you'd think in animation that's the sort of thing they would be excited to do. The kind of thing you could never do in like a live action serial at this time. Who knows? Maybe if it had gone for another couple of years, they would have done more.
Who knows?
I don't even think Lex Luthor ever appears in this series, does he?
Nope.
Like, I mean, that's kind of nuts. I mean, they had how many mad scientists in this show? Just swap one of them out with Luthor. It would have been fine.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't have the rights to his name or something at that point.
Well, remember this is essentially an animated equivalent to the radio show, which is why we have Bud Collyer and Jane Alexander doing the voices of Clark and Lois. So Luthor never appeared in the radio show either.
Yeah, so introduce him here. This is the opportunity, you know.
The first time we got a outside of the comics Lex Luthor was the second serial with Kirk Allen.
Although they called him the Nuclear Man, didn't they? Or was it the Atom Man? Sorry,
he was using that as an alias to make people think that he hadn't gone straight.
I thought they didn't ever use the name Luthor in it.
Nope.
Am I thinking of something completely different? Maybe I am.
Yeah.
Huh. I vaguely remembered something about there being a Superman thing, but they couldn't use the names. So they called him like Dr. X or something, and it was, I don't know what that's all about. Maybe I'm completely like just making that up, and I could have sworn though that was the thing.
Or maybe it's a Mandela effect.
Maybe. That's fun. Seeing the bullet car sprout wings like that. It was a nice smooth effect. I love that even their costumes look like they've got bullets on their heads. That was an interesting sort of double vision effect just then. I wonder how they pulled that off back then.
I have no idea.
Just doubly like exposing the film twice or something, I guess. I'm completely guessing.
Yeah. But you know, you looking at stuff like that, you can see how, you know, how much care and effort the Fleischer studio put into making these shorts. You know, and this is 1941 that they're doing this.
Even just the lighting effects, just back then a moment ago, like as the lights were flickering and stuff as it was coming on and off, like you didn't just have the lights on the windows turning on and off, but it was like the bloom effect of the light as well was being affected.
Yeah.
It very, very cleverly done. I mean, it's not perfect. These days you'd be able to get it a lot closer to, you know, something more true to life, but man, it works well. And yeah, the spotlight on Superman and the way he's in just bright light like that, you can totally see where the inspiration for the title sequence for Batman the Animated Series came from, can't you?
Yeah. I mean, even Bruce Timm has said that, you know, he was inspired by this.
Oh yeah. Which is why I think it's a shame that when they came to do Superman, they completely changed the visual style of that show. Like they revamped it. Because I never thought it looked as good as that first season of Batman.
Yeah. As I understand, when they were planning out Superman the Animated Series, they had, you know, models that were very Fleischer inspired.
Yeah, I remember seeing them.
And then they just completely changed it.
Which is a shame, you know. I liked the sort of classical style that the Batman show had.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say the new style was worse necessarily, but it's just actually no, maybe I would. It's slightly worse. I wouldn't say it's dramatically worse though.
Well, my whole take is, you know, if they'd used the same style that they had on the first season of Batman the Animated Series, I don't think it would have worked as well because Superman is so bright. He's so hopeful.
I mean, just this show kind of proves that it can, though. You know, it's just about having like blue skies instead of like blood red clouds or something. You know.
Yeah.
It would have been fine. You could still make it sort of retro futuristic, you know, they could still have modern technology, but maybe just give it like a 1950s spin. or 1930s, 40s, whenever this was. See, I even like how they've animated pulling the metal back and crumpling it up like that. Good sound design. You could hear it being done. Like, yeah. Nice. And I've got to say, I do like the Daily Planet logo that's on the newspaper in this. I don't think I've ever seen that anywhere else, but that was a good logo. Kind of want to see that come back, actually.
Well, James Gunn, if you're watching, set to it.
Yeah. I very much doubt he's watching somehow, but never mind. So yeah, that was the Bulleteers, which really fun, inventive episode. Just the idea of a flying car shaped like a bullet that blasts through buildings. It's silly, but it's fun, you know.
Yeah,
it was a joy to watch. Yeah, and the music, as always, was great. You know, the animation was always great. I mean, every time we do an episode of this, we talk about how good the animation looks. It's surely getting boring for the audience at this point, but I mean, it does.
Yeah,
it looks really, really good even today. Like the fact that almost everything is animated on computer these days, like something about this hand-drawn, hand-colored and painted animation style is just, I don't know, there's something better about it. It's more tactile. There's something to it.
Yeah. I have to say that one sequence where Superman just lands and then just punches the bullet car out of the way, that is such an iconic image, and the way they animated it, you know, as you said, we're kind of a little boring on the talking about the animation, but
just because we say it every time, but who cares?
Yeah, but I mean that is such a great image right there. Yeah. You know, I mean,
yeah, it's funny. Like, I'm even thinking just how good the music is episode to episode with this. Like, do you know if they've ever released like a soundtrack album, like just the score on its own, no sound effects, nothing?
The closest I think we've ever gotten to it, and I could be wrong, the closest I think we've ever gotten to it was that DC 75th anniversary CD,
and that was just what the credits theme, basically.
Yeah,
that really sucks. It's the same thing with Superboy, though, isn't it? You know, and let's face it, even on that album, they used the version of the season 3 theme that still had the narration over the top of it. Like, surely just use the end credits version, which is the exact same tune, but without someone talking over the entire thing. Like, it just didn't make sense to me.
This is interesting. Superman the Music, 1978 to 1988. That has all 4 movies plus, looks like 1988 animated series. So the Ruby Spears did get a release on CD.
Huh. Just the theme tune or the whole thing?
Looking at the back of the CD case for Superman, the Fleischer, the Ruby Spears.
Yeah.
There's like 40 tracks on here.
Wow. So Ruby Spears hasn't had an official release.
No,
yeah, it's got a soundtrack CD.
Yeah.
Wow. Like, I mean, surely release it on DVD before you go to the trouble of doing that.
Well,
but, I'm not going to complain. I'm going to try and find it.
The only problem with this is it's out of print, and this big box set, which has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 CDs in it, is $199.
Wow. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Should we give this a score out of 10 before we go?
Yeah, I would say this is like an 8.5 on this.
I agree, 8.5. It's a very, very solid episode. One of the best so far, I would even say. Yeah, thoroughly enjoyable. So thank you all so much for watching. 8.75, did we say? Yeah.
8.5.
8.5. Okay, so yeah. Thank you all so much. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Viacom.